Anthony White was an ordinary man with an ordinary life, or so it seemed. He lived alone in a weathered Victorian house on the edge of a dying town in Maine. The house had belonged to his great-grandfather, a sea captain who vanished mysteriously in 1893. No one ever found the ship or the crew, only the house remained, passed down like a curse. Anthony, a quiet archivist, had moved in after inheriting it. He planned to renovate the place, but as soon as he crossed the threshold, the house seemed to reject him. It began with whispers at night. He'd be sorting through dusty boxes of old naval charts or letters in the study when he'd hear it faint murmurs behind the walls. At first, he chalked it up to wind or rats, but the whispers grew louder. They began to form words. They began to call his name. Anthony. One night, he found claw marks on the inside of the closet door in his bedroom, deep gouges, like something had tried to escape. He didn't own a pet. He never opened that closet again. Weeks passed, and Anthony changed. He grew pale, withdrawn. He stopped going to work. Neighbors noticed the lights flickering at all hours, shadows moving across windows when no one was there. Some swore they heard a low, croaking chant carried on the wind from the house at night. One boy dared his friend to peek through a basement window. He returned screaming, eyes wide with something he'd never speak of again. One stormy night, Anthony discovered an old trunk beneath a rotting floorboard. Inside was a tattered captain's coat, water-damaged logs, and a mirror blackened, but somehow gleaming with a sickly silver sheen when he looked into it. He didn't see his reflection, he saw the sea. Not just water a storm churned, endless black sea under a moonless sky, and a ship sailing toward him, impossibly close, impossibly fast. The next morning, Anthony was gone, the front door hung open, and the house was silent. On the study desk, the black mirror lay shattered. Beside it was a note in shaky handwriting. "The tide is calling. He's come back. I must return what was taken." They searched for him, but nobody was ever found. Only one clue remained. The old naval log he'd recovered, now open to a page no one remembered seeing before. It described a ritual and offering to the drowned one, a god of the abyss, sealed by blood and salt. The final line was smeared in something red. "He walks again, wearing Anthony White's skin." To this day, on stormy nights, people swear they see a man in an old captain's coat walking the cliffs by the sea, his face half drowned, his eyes hollow and endless like the deep. They say if you look into his eyes long enough, you'll hear the waves, and then you'll never be heard from again.